Bachelor of Science in Psychology at Effat University is a 4-year program. The program is world-class, at par with any international university. We have we were among the very few programs, universities, private universities, who got the national accreditation by NCAA and later on the re-accreditation also. And we have the international academic partnership with one of the best schools in psychology in the United States of America, Carnegie Mellon University, CMU. And the program has many unique features, like for example, we have 2 concentrations, clinical psychology stream and the social psychology stream. Students, but all the students have to complete the requirements which we call the general education program, which is like more or less like a liberal arts kind of concept, and up to about 45 credits, I think, they have to complete that. And these students can, after the first 2 years, students can choose on doing some core courses, both the stream people, and then students can choose on the basis of their inclination or liking. They can go for either clinical psychology concentration or they can go for social psychology concentration. And one of the very unique features of our program is that we have an internship course, which is like it's 9 credit hours, and students are required to complete 360 training hours at an internship place. We have some of the best clinical placement sites, some hospitals, some private clinical counseling centers. We have approved list of them in our CDO, Career Development Office, and students get a real good exposure to the clinical settings, or if they opt for a social psychology stream, we have various other organizations where they can complete these internship hours. And our program is constructed in a way that we prepare the students for higher education also. They can go for masters in psychology, either in clinical or social, or any of the branches for that matter, any of the sub-disciplines. And we prepare them well for the higher education because we have many of the courses which are research courses, for example, from the regular kind of research methodology course which any program in Bachelor's in Psychology does have or do have. But we have 2, we call them the senior projects, senior research 1 and senior research 2, wherein the expectation from the students is to complete research from the scratch. If the students decide not to go for higher education, they can just opt to work for some years or just decide to work. So where would they be? Where could our students work? One of the areas is that they can be the assistants, of course, at bachelor's in psychology level with a bachelor's degree. They cannot be the full-fledged counselors or therapists or psychologists. They ought to go for the higher education. But they can be the assistants to psychologists. They can work as researchers in universities. They can assistant researchers in universities, colleges. They can work in organizations. Our students have done a good job in some of the business organizations. One of the things which are very proud of, that our students have been are accepted in the best international schools. For example, one of our students went to Harvard University, and many of them have been accepted and graduated, did their masters from the Ivy League schools like Columbia University, New York, USA, and many of the good universities in UK and other places. And of course, not to mention within the kingdom, because some students of ours have graduated from the Imam Abdul Rahman University, and many of them have come back and have established their as if we have the I would like to call it the psycho entrepreneurs. They have established their centers, and they are hiring. I know at least a couple of students who established their own centers and are hiring our own graduates, their friends, alumni, and other people also. And we have been getting very good reviews about their services, about their professionalism, and that's one of the things I'm proud of, because I have long before established the department, have been the chair, and I see these students who were in the beginning who graduated, and now they are coming back to after getting the master's degrees and the PhD. And one of our student, ex-graduate, he established a center in UAE in Dubai, and she did her PhD in forensic psychology. So as I was saying that any psychology bachelor's program from any place which is a good accredited program can open the avenues for students, but we have put in a bit of extra effort to create it in a way that it doesn't limit them to be just go for being the clinical psychologist per se, to go to masters only for that. As I said, that they can go for research, they can go for marketing research, they can go for anything, and we have been having been very lucky, alhamdulillah, that we get these rave reviews and very positive, extremely positive and satisfactory evaluations from the internship sites, site supervisors, the people, and from the employers also. So I would like to address to the high school students, come and visit us. Our hearts, our doors, and our arms are always open for you.